Hey everyone, welcome to a new video, welcome to my channel. My name is Mike and today's video is going to be the eyeshadow wardrobe tag. I believe this was created by Charlotte Holdcroft and Morgan Turner, and I've seen lots of people doing this, and of course my favorite thing to talk about on this channel is eyeshadow palettes. So if there's a tag going around, you know I need to do it. Do apologize my hand, I just filmed this makeup look which went live on Sunday, so I'll make sure to link it in the eye above if you'd like to see what this look is all about. And then yeah, let's just get cracking. I believe there are 10 prompts for which I had to pick out eyeshadow palettes. And let me tell you, it wasn't easy because this lady found out that a lot of the prompts that are on here just either hold no interest to me because I kind of just wear whatever, and so I don't really have a palette that goes with different occasions. I just wear whatever the heck I feel like wearing or what I would like to test out. So I definitely don't, like, there was only one situation in which I really had like a firm favorite, like yes, if it's this occasion I will only go for that. For the other 9 prompts, it could be any of the over 200 eyeshadow palettes that are in my collection. Like, I don't think that an occasion should dictate what your makeup looks like. That's just how I feel. It's just one of those things where I'm like, you know, if the makeup would be toned down, then I would do something with the outfit, or if the eyeshadow it would be very toned down, I would pair it with a very bright lip. So for me, I don't really dress for occasions, you could say, like, to begin with. I just kind of go with what my mood tells me I should wear, either clothing wise or makeup wise, and not necessarily because I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to a birthday party, so I'm always going to wear this. No. I'm gonna stop rambling and just get to the prompts. The first prompt is for your wedding or for a guest at a wedding, and I'm like, yeah, weddings are of course not the moment. Well, I mean, I guess you could, but they're not typically the moment where I would really go out and wear like a rainbow eye or something like that. I think I would definitely still like to wear some sort of color somewhere, but you know, if it were my own wedding, I'd probably wear like a red dress or something like that because red is just my color. And if I were to go for like a very classic white sort of outfit, then I would probably go with like a very neutral eye, and I would wear a very bold, bright red lipstick or something like that. You know, that's what I mean with like, I need there to be something. But I think that a very fail-safe, like wedding appropriate kind of palette for me would be the Tartelette in Bloom. And the Tartelette in Bloom is one of my favorite neutral palettes. In fact, it could go for almost every prompt on the list where you would want to go for something more toned down and neutral. So not sure if you know what it looks like, but in case you didn't yet, this is what it looks like. It's got 12 shades. It's got a cool toned row, a neutral row, and a warm toned row, and you only get 3 shimmers. So that's why it is a bit limiting, but till this day, this is one of my fail-safe go-to palettes. If you're a beginner, you don't know how to put looks together, this palette does it for you. I've mentioned that many times. So especially if you just want something very fail-safe and you, for instance, have to wear makeup because you're one of the guests and you're a bridesmaid and everybody's wearing roughly the same thing, then this can again tie in with those kind of situations for sure. The second prompt, date night. Well, for date night, I definitely want to go vampy, smoky, again, a really good dark red lip, and then something like one of my favorite cool tone palettes, the Venus XL, the Venus Immortalis, I should say. The XLs are much bigger. But I've been talking about those so much that was somehow in my brain. But this has a stunning taupe, a stunning silver. This can really sort of like give you lots of depth and dimension with like the plum and the black in here. This gray tone and also this mauve shades are really great transition and crease shades. You get a really good blend shade, and then this is stunning in the inner corner, marble. It's like a white with flecks to it. But yeah, these 2 shades will just make the look. This on the lower lash line, this all over the lid. I just have it all planned out. This would be like, yeah, if I want to go smoky, I would wear something like this. Then for a girls' night, I definitely would want to have a lot of fun. So I definitely would want to play with color. But then again, usually when I go out to meet people, or if I know that I'm gonna go at. Like on the daily, I tend to be a little bit more daring in my picks, and for most of my occasions where I meet up with friends and family, I don't even wear makeup. So for me, it's also like, you know, there's plenty of things here I'm like, I don't think I'd wear makeup, you know? So, but I think I go with something like this. I really like the looks I got out of the ultraviolet. And this, I think, you know, for a girls' night where maybe you're also playing around with makeup together, then this can be a palette that can work for a lot of different people. You do get some neutrals, you get some colors in here too. So this is definitely, I think, a good one where if you just want to have a bit of fun with your look, but you still want to tone it down, then this is a good one. Shall we talk about the only prompt on the list that I had a solid, like, yes, it's that palette kind of thing for? And that is vacation. Now, again, on vacation, I do wear makeup, but I don't want to pack half of my makeup collection to go traveling. Like, I just don't. I'm someone who does a lot of sightseeing, who's out and about all the time. So I sort of have my favorite products to take with me when I go on a trip. They all need to be small, they need to be handy, and I should be able to fit everything, including brushes, into one makeup bag. Because let's be real, when I'm on a trip, there are 3 days where I do makeup and 4 where I don't. So that's why one of my favorite things for traveling are these mini palettes by Makeup Revolution. There used to be a palette, I think you can still buy it actually, it's still for sale, but I no longer own it. It's the MUA Elysium palette, which is like a very good drugstore dupe of Urban Decay's Naked 3, which is one of my all-time favorite palettes, but that's a bit bigger. And then because when I bought this, I was like, hey, that also has those rosy tones with a bit of like a mustardy shade here. So I thought that this can do something very nice as well, like a rosy kind of look with a bit of like a taupey shade and 2 shimmers. And it was like, I can do everything I need if I want to go for a palette. But here's the thing. I don't wear palettes when I go traveling. I use these two. ColourPop Super Shock in So Quiche and Ritz. I can wear these independently of each other. I really like just putting Ritz all over my eye and a bit of mascara and a bright lip, and I'm good to go. Like, I don't want to spend, especially because in hotel rooms, very often you don't know what the lighting is going to be like, so I can't sit there and blend for hours, people. So something like Ritz, just put it all over your eye. I believe they promoted this shade again. It's a very popular shade. It's in their new duo in the taupe collection, I believe. So this is definitely stunning. And So Quiche, I believe, has been discontinued. But So Quiche is a duochrome kind of brownish, grayish with a pink shift, bit of purple, bit of green. It's a very different shade. Again, for a smokier look, I would dab this all over my lid, but what I very often do when I travel, this all over the lid, and I put a little bit of So Quiche on like the outer corner here, and I put that on my lower lash line. Mascara, Ofra's Atlantic City liquid lipstick, because that's the only thing that stays put on me all day without smudging, and I'm good to go. That's like my go-to holiday look. For a vacation, I just don't want to faff around, and that actually goes with a lot of these occasions. Because number 5, graduation. Which graduation? I last graduated for anything about 7 years ago, and that was my 3rd master's degree. So I don't really think, did I wear, like, I did have makeup when I was a teenager, but I only wore it clubbing. So I wouldn't wear it on the daily. So I know for my high school graduation, for my bachelor's degree graduation, for my master's degree, for my teaching degree, I wasn't wearing makeup at that time. So this is very hypothetical here because I didn't wear makeup then and I probably would now. So I was thinking, what would I wear? I just think I would go with like a fail-safe and also one of the oldest palettes in my collection. Naked 2, because this is, again, I would wear this, do like a quick, like cool toned look, put on a red lip, like this is what I would do for these occasions. Like, I still need there to be color, but then I like doing a neutral eye and then just a very bold, bright red lip. This and MAC's Russian Red is like my go-to look for anything. So I could have, again, just like Tartelette in Bloom, I could have put this eyeshadow palette in for date night, for girls night, for everywhere. I could have just listed this one palette and I'm good to go. Question 6, Christmas Day. Let me see. How often do I wear makeup on Christmas Day if I'm not meeting family or friends? Oh, wait. Then it becomes a Netflix and chill day and I lounge around in my sweatpants all day. So I don't. But if I did, Soft Glam by Anastasia for sure. This palette has warm tones and it's really nice gold. And if I think of Christmas, I think of two things: red, gold, and forest green. That's three. But this has like a reddish shade and a gold shade. So I think this can look really, really nice. So this for me would be a Christmas Day kind of palette for sure, if I wore makeup that day. Birthday party. I was wondering whose birthday party is this? Is it mine? Because if it's mine, again, I don't really care because I would just wear this to any birthday party. I thought we would have to have a bit of fun and color. So why not go with blue greens? Because that's my favorite color story. I've told you that many times before. Blue green, have a bit of fun. It's my birthday for sure. Then again, when it comes to makeup, I don't really dress up for my birthday either because it's usually around the time of the school year that I'm super duper busy, and I'm just happy that I have the brain space to remember to buy pie for my family when they do come over. Then office. So is this true? No, for office I had this one. Yes, for office I had this one. So because I wanted to make sure that I reflected, because here's the thing. Office, I work in an office setting. I would wear any, like I can wear this to the office, people. Like I'm not sure yet whether my new employer will also appreciate that, but we'll find out. But yeah, for the most part, I tend to wear everything that I have in my makeup collection to work. It really depends on how you wear it and the confidence that you have when you're wearing it. That makes all the difference, I find. But then I was like, if it's like my first day at my new job, what kind of thing would I do to sort of showcase who I am, but not shock people too much? Because I can understand that sometimes people might find it a bit too much. Maybe something like this. This is definitely a spring-summer palette for me. Not this time of year kind of palette. But the Nabla Soul Blooming has all of these really lovely, like peachy, soft, warm tones. But then it has this really nice like periwinkle shade and like this like duochromy thing. And this is just really, it's soft, but it's still colorful. And I think that that can work really well if you're sort of like easing your way into wearing what you normally wear. And then Erin's everyday go-to, well, take a guess. For those of you who will watch my videos, you know which palette it is. Lorac Pro 3, because I feel that this is just, again, fail-safe. Here's the thing. If I run errands, I typically don't wear makeup unless I like want to do makeup to film a look, but I very often just go to the grocery store and I don't wear anything. If I would like, my go-to like look is definitely one with the Lorac Pro 3. That Naked 2, Naked 3, Tartelette in Bloom. Like if I had to give you like my top 5 like everyday, very basic kind of palettes, those would be it. That's what I would slap on. But then again, if I really, really felt like I had to put something on, a ColourPop Super Shock, just slap it onto my eye, 2 seconds and you're done. That's pretty much my go-to look if I really want to do it quick and easy. Like, who wants to bother with a full-on makeup look if all you're doing is going to the post office to pick up a package? I know I don't. And then finally, New Year's would be this guy here, the Natasha Denona Gold. Again, for New Year's, I'm a bit of a homebody. I tend to just stay at home and watch TV all night because that's who I am. So but I was like, for New Year's, I would like to have something sparkly. It's got those greens, so you can do something very, very cool. I really like Kava. I've mentioned it a lot of times, this particular shade, especially because I feel it's very sort of transformative and takes every single look you do with this to the next level. But I would definitely, for something like New Year's, I would go in with the greens and like those very nice, like yummy multi-chromes and duochromes that it has, for sure. And this is just stellar quality. So yeah, that was a bit of a rant because I just wear makeup because I enjoy it and not because I'm like, ooh, for this occasion, I need to look a certain way. I've never felt that way. So yeah, thank you very much for watching this video today, you guys. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more by me. I make 3 new videos a week. So I hope to see you in my next video. Bye-bye.